Well, good evening. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Bible Study. Excuse me, SDG Replays. I also have a Bible study that I do live on Facebook every day as I read the Bible to those who are interested. So I'm just going to be playing some baseball tonight. I have been enjoying, and I've been playing recently, Pocket Pennant Run, playing it regularly and really enjoying the game. I play Pocket Pennant Run, but I use the PC Replay game engine to play the game. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. I have recently purchased the Memorable Matchups 1 from PC Replay, and it has a lot of memorable matchups. We're going to be playing out the season. Right now I've played every game, several games from opening day. Will not naturally be able to do that as time goes on, because I just don't have the time or the inclination to play out an entire season. Well, you would understand the impossibilities of that. But I am going to try to play as many games as I can. As it comes along. But today we're going to be, or tonight I should say, we're going to be playing a game that's going to be against the 1934 St. Louis Cardinals, the Gas House Gang, and the 1934 Detroit Tigers, which should be an exciting matchup. Contemporary teams. I have noticed that the developers of PC Replay have kind of made it where it's the first of the opening day. The teams are pretty much being matched up by date. So I noticed some of the games are 56 teams against each other. Now we have the 34 teams that are playing against each other, and I'm spinning my wheels right now. So, I've been having issues with the stream. So we got to just see where we're at with the stream. All right, I'm back. For some reason I was having internet trouble, so here we go. Let's get live and let's get going here. 1934 St. Louis Cardinals versus the 1934 Detroit Tigers. Pitching for the Tigers will be Tommy Bridges. He playing with the pocket pennant run. He will be a B-rated pitcher with B control and C defense. His counterpart's going to be pitching for the Tigers will be Dizzy Dean. He's a right-handed pitcher rated at an A pitcher with A control and C defense. So that's going to be our matchup. Dizzy Dean against Tommy Bridges. Coming to the plate for the 34 Cards are Pepper Martin leading off with a B bat, but facing the right-handed pitcher, he will go to a C. And here is the pitch as we get underway here in Detroit. That's a 9 on the B pitcher. It goes to the batter card. That's C11. Goes to his power column. He gets a good swing at it. Pepper Martin takes a good swing at it. But he just lifts it deep into center field. Going back for it is JoJo White. JoJo White to the warning track. Squeezes it for out number 1 on the F8 putout. And out number 1. Coming up to the plate for the Cardinals, Jack Rothrock. Rothrock is a switch hitter, so he will not be affected by Bridges' right-handed pitching. So it's a B on B going right here. B11 will go to the batter. B8. And he hits a single. Lazy looper in front of Fox in right field for a 1-out single. And Rothrock is on. He will be stealing. He has a speed. Anything between 3 and 12, and he's safe. And he is safe. Stolen base by Rothrock as he's on safely. So with 1 out, runner on second, Frankie Frisch steps to the plate. He's also a switch hitter, so he will be hitting from the B column. Here's the pitch. B11. That again goes to the batter's card. That B12 is his power column. In the yellow column, that's the batter's number. And that's power, so he will be swinging away B7 in the power column. That's a double that rattles around in the right field corner, scoring Rothrock. And the Cardinals are already in action here early in the first inning. That will bring up Joe Medwick. Medwick is an A batter, but he's a righty, so that is going to bring his rating down to a B. Here's the pitch. Again, high numbers. We go to the batter's card. B6 will be a high fly ball into right field. Fox back to the warning track, but that will move Frisch over to third as it's lifted deep into right field. So with 2 outs, runner on third, and Ripper Collins coming to the plate. Collins, an A hitter, and he switch hits, so he'll be able to swing away from the A column. Here we go. Here is the pitch. Oh, and that's 11s all the way across. I do not play injuries yet. I just don't want to do it. It looks like I'm way behind in the timing here. I'm watching things occurring minutes after I've recorded it. Don't know quite what's going on here. But we got 11s all the way across for Ripper Collins. That's going to be in his power column. And that is going to be hit hard, hit deep. Ripper Collins comes in and puts one in the bleachers. Home run, Ripper Collins. This game is getting out of hand quickly as Spud Davis comes to the plate. He will be batting from the C column. He's a regular B, but against the righty, he will be hitting from the B column. It's already 3-0 St. Louis here in the first. This time, that B4 will be a defensive check on the third baseman. Third baseman Marv Owen, he's a C on his defense. His defensive play on that roll of 8. He fields it easily, up with it over to third for the 5-3 putout. That will end the inning, but not after St. Louis plates 3-0 St. Louis, as they give Bridges a nice little cushion to start out, but in comes Dizzy Dean for the home-standing Tigers to look to get something done here to even things up. Coming to the plate for the Tigers, Dizzy Dean is pitching for the Cardinals. Let's get my... Dizzy Dean's already allowed 3 runs. No, that's not right. Dean is pitching now. I'm getting all confused with my paperwork here. But here we go. Leading off for the Tigers, JoJo White, batting from the left side. He will be a B-rated hitter. Here is the pitch. And he strikes him out as Dizzy Dean brings some heat in, and he strikes JoJo White out. He sits him down for out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Goose Goslin. He will be a B-rated hitter as well as he bats from the left side. Here is the pitch. This time, Gosselin gets to swing away. That B2, though, will be a ground ball hit sharply to Frisch at second. Up with it, over to Collins for the 4-3 put out. And out, number 2. And now, stepping to the plate, Mickey Cochran. Cochran will be swinging from the A column as Dean brings the pitch. And that's strikeout number 2 as Cochran goes down swinging. 3 up, 3 down, and 2 strikeouts for Dizzy Dean as we go to the second. With Detroit trailing 3-0. Stepping to the plate for the St. Louis Cardinals, Chick Fullis. Fullis will be batting from the D column. Here's the pitch to Fullis. Center fielder Fullis gets the pitch. He gets to swing away. D9 will be one hit sharply to Gehringer at second. Backhands it, spinning over to Greenberg at first for the fantastic play. He was on the grass, but he was able to make the play over to Greenberg for out number 1. And away we go. Up steps Leo DeRocher. He will be batting from the D column. Here is the pitch to DeRocher. Whoops, let me undo that. Let's get DeRocher back up there. He swings away. He gets to hit again. D6. Lifted into left field. Goose Gosselin settling underneath it for out number 2 in the F7 put out. That will bring up Dizzy Dean. Dizzy Dean hitting from the D column. He's a regular C hitter, but not against a righty. Here's the pitch. He gets to swing away, but he just lines it sharply to Rogell at short. Leaping grab, stabs it out of the air for the L6 put out. And 3 up and 3 down here in the top of the second as we go to the bottom of the second. St. Louis still ahead 3-0 after that great first inning of play. Stepping to the plate for Detroit, Charlie Gehringer. Gehringer will be an A hitter as he swings away. He gets to swing away. That A2, though, will be a sharply ball hit to third. Pepper Martin up with it. Over to Collins at first for the 5-3 put out and out number 1. As Billy Rogell steps to the plate. Rogell hitting from the B hitter column. Here's the pitch. Again, he will get to hit away, but those low numbers in yellow are not good for the batter. Another one hit sharply to Pepper Martin. This time he ranges over towards short. Grabs it up over to Collins. Whips it over to first for another 5-3 put out. And out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. That will bring up Hank Greenberg. Greenberg batting from the B batter's column. He's a regular A, but doesn't get the platoon advantage. Here's the pitch, and he strikes him out. Dizzy Dean with another strikeout, his third, as Greenberg sits down, and we go to the third with St. Louis still up 3-0. And I'm curious to how this replay is going. Excuse me a second while I turn up the volume. Charlie Gehringer. It sounds good. It's just I'm so far behind in play. Just wanted to make sure we were streaming well. Stepping up to the plate here in the top of the third for the St. Louis Cardinals is our leadoff hitter, Pepper Martin. Martin is last time up. Hit a fly ball into center field. See if he can have a little better action this time around. Here is the pitch to Martin. That B9 will go to the batter. That's C8 will be a sharply hit ball to Greenberg that ranges him over towards second. Bridges covering the bag. And they get Martin by a step on the 3-1 putout and out number 1 as Jack Rothrock steps to the plate. Rothrock, his first time up, hit a single into right field. Here's the pitch to Rothrock. B5. So fly ball, center field. JoJo White takes a couple steps in as it's hit into shallow center. Settles underneath it for out number 2 on the F8 putout. And that will bring up Frankie Frisch. If I remember my baseball history correctly, I think Frankie Frisch was a player manager. If anyone knows better and comes along later in the comments, you can correct me, but I believe that is true. Frisch stepping to the plate. Here is the pitch. Again, going to Frankie Frisch's card, that B10 will have him hitting a hard single that goes off the wall, but it's hit so hard that it bounces off right field into the waiting hands of Fox, and he's able to get it back into second to hold Frisch to a single. But it was ripped off the wall in right field. That will bring up Joe Medwick. Medwick, his last time up, hit a fly ball into right field, but I believe that was a sacrifice fly, and he got an RBI out of that hit. So Medwick looking to continue the streak. Medwick will be hitting from the B column, and that's going to be a B9 as the A8 goes to the batter card. B9. It's another single plus 2 bases. So Frisch will be all the way to third, and we have runners on the corner as Bridges is getting lit up here early. If he scores another run, his rating will drop to a C. But Bridges looking at Ripper Collins and hoping to close out this inning. Collins hitting from the A column could be trouble. This time we'll go into the defensive card. It's the pitcher's own defensive card. And he's a C defense. That's C1. He plays it easily. C6. Plays it easily. It's hit sharply to him, but he makes the play, vacuuming it up off the carpet over to first for the 1-3 putout, and that will end our inning with 2 left on as we go to the bottom of the third with the Cardinals up still 3-0. Dizzy Dean pitching well. Dean, as we go to the bottom of the third, has already struck out 3. So Dizzy Dean performing well. as Pete Fox steps to the plate. Fox will be hitting from the C column, normally a B, but against the righty Dean, he will drop to a C. Here's the pitch. That C4 is a ground ball sharply to Pepper Martin at third, over to Ripper Collins at first for the 5-3 put out, and out number one as Marv Owen steps to the plate. Marv Owen, I meant to say third baseman, hitting from the B column. Here's the pitch, and he will get to swing away, but he just lines it sharply to Ripper Collins at third, who is alert and ready as a line drive. He fields easily for out number two. That'll bring the pitcher Tommy Bridges to the plate. Here's the pitch to Bridges. Too early to pull him. And that A2 strikes him out as he goes down swinging. As the fastball is too much for the pitcher Bridges, as he's a swing and a miss for out number three. 3 up, 3 down. And we go to the fourth with the Cardinals still leading 3-0 over the Detroit Tigers. Bridges settled down since that first inning, but he's dug himself a hole as Spud Davis steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Davis. That's going to go to the batter card. He is a B. That B4 is a fly ball into left field. Goose Goslin back to the warning track, settles underneath it for out number one here in Detroit. That will bring up Chick Fullis. Fullis, his last time up, grounded out to second. Let's see what Fullis can do this time around as he is batting from the D column. It's 5s all the way. That's going to be a defensive check on to first baseman. Greenberg at first is an A defense. And he fields it easily, waves Bridges off as he trots over, steps on the bag for the 3 unassisted. And out number two here in the top of the fourth. St. Louis still up 3-0. And Leo DeRocher stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to DeRocher. Again, a defensive check, this time on the right fielder. Pete Fox, that B defense, that B3, he would have settled underneath it easily. Challenged him a little bit. He had to grab it off the top of his shoes, but that's out number 3 on the F9 put out. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. St. Louis still up 3-0. Been all Cardinals so far as Dizzy Dean is pitching well, and I probably just jinxed him as JoJo White steps to the plate. White, his first time up, struck out. He went down swinging. See what he does this time. Here is the pitch. This time it's going to be a defensive check on the catcher, Spud Davis. Is a B defense. At B9, Davis up quickly from his catcher position, off with the mask. The slow dribbler scoops it up and gets White by a step on the 2-3 put out for out number 1. That's going to bring up Goose Goslin. The left-handed hitting Goslin grounded out to second his first time up. Here is the pitch. And he's going to get to swing away. Goslin on the B5 will lift one into center field. Chick Fullis settles underneath it. Can of corn on the F8 putout. And that will bring up Marv Owen, who struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch from Dizzy Dean. This time, control for Dean. And he walks him. Mickey Cochran gets the free pass as he trots down to first. Cochran, a B with speed. Anything from 5 to 12, and he's safe. They want to look to get something going here, or do they want Rogell to come up and see if he can move him over? No, they'll try for the stolen base. And off they go, and he's safe. Cochran safely under the tag to move himself into scoring position as they took the risk. Cochran standing on second as Gehringer steps to the plate. Gehringer, a hitter, looking to help Detroit get something going. Runner in scoring position. Here is the pitch. It will go to his power column, which is an A5, is a double that will score Cochran, so the Tigers are on the board as he rattles one around in the right field corner. And Mickey Cochran crosses home plate standing. You have to excuse me. For anybody who doesn't know that comes along later, me and my wife have been quarantining. She came down with COVID earlier in the week, so I'm quarantined with her. And I've probably got it too, but if I do, it's very mild. And I'm starting to get a cough now. So, Billy Rogell steps to the plate. Rogell hitting from the B. Another runner in scoring position as Gehringer's on second. Here's a pitch from Dean. Again, going to Gehringer's card. Rogell's card. That B8 will move Gehringer over as he hits a single. Not deep enough to get Gehringer home, but we'll move Gehringer over to third. So with two outs, runners on the corners for Hank Greenberg. Greenberg hitting from the B column as the Detroit has something going here in the fourth. And big numbers mean big problems for Dizzy Dean. That 12 goes to the batter. Greenberg, that B, will go to his power column. And his power is an A. That is a home run. And all of a sudden, this game's complexion has changed as Greenberg puts one into the seats. Home run, Hank Greenberg. And all of a sudden, the complexion of this game has changed. It's now 4-3 Detroit. And Dizzy Dean has now went to a B on his pitcher card. That brings up Pete Fox. Fox looks to add to the lead. Defensive check on the shortstop. Leo DeRocher. C defense, not the best defense, but I think he's going to make the play as it's hit sharply to him at short. Up with it, over to first. for the 4-3 put out, but not after 4 runs coming across here in the bottom of the 4th. And all of a sudden, Detroit finds himself leading 4-3. Stepping to the plate is our pitcher, Dizzy Dean, looking to help his cause as he now finds himself down a run after being spotted 3. Here's the pitch. And he hits one slow roller. Gehringer at second fields it easily over to first for the 4-3 put out, and out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. That will bring Pepper Martin back to the plate. Here's the pitch to Martin. Control check. And he strikes him out. Bridges gets his first strikeout as his confidence is up now that he has the lead. And he'll strike out Martin as now Jack Rothrock steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Rothrock. And he gets it. He hits it hard. He gets one that's big and fat over the middle of the plate, but he's too anxious, gets underneath it. It's in his power wheelhouse. Say all you want, but he gets a little too much under it. Hits it to the warning track in center field. JoJo White underneath it for the F8 put out, and out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 5th with Detroit leading 4-3 over the Gas House Gang from St. Louis. Coming to the plate for your Detroit Tigers, Marv Owen. Stepping to the plate, Owen. Here's the pitch to Marv Owen. And he grounds it sharply to third. Pepper Martin up with it. Over to third for the 5-3 put out. Over to first, excuse me. And that's going to bring up Bridges. The pitcher, Tommy Bridges, hoping to add to his cause. Here's the pitch. He does get to swing away, but he lines it sharply to short. DeRocher doesn't even have to take a step over as it hits him center chest as he fields it easily for the L6 put out. JoJo White back to the plate. White on the day is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Dean looking to continue White's bad day, and he does, as JoJo White hits another sharp one to Pepper Martin. Martin getting some activity this inning as he's up with it again over to Ripper Collins for out number 3. And we go to the 6th. Detroit 4. St. Louis 3. As Frankie Frisch steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Whoops. Wrong button. Here's the pitch to Frisch. Frisch on that B5 will just simply lift it into center field. JoJo White takes about 5 steps in. Shallow center field for the F8 put out. And out number 1 as Joe Medwick steps back to the plate. Here's the pitch to Medwick. Defensive check on the center fielder. JoJo White. See defense. But he will still be able to get to it. He had to get on his horse. Takes it off the grass top at the shoelaces for the F8 put out, and out number 2. That'll bring Ripper Collins to the plate. Collins looking to get something going here as they're trailing by 1. And it will go to his power column. Which is an A8, and that is just enough as it barely clears the right field wall, and Ripper Collins with a swing of the bat has tied this game up. We are now tied 4-4 as Collins takes a stroll around all 3 bases, tagging each as he crosses home plate. We're now tied 4-4. That's going to bring Spud Davis to the plate with our score now 4-4. Here is the pitch. We can control check on Bridges, who's now a C, the pitcher. See, force is still good enough. If it had been a 5, it would have been a drop K, but he strikes him out to close out the inning. But not after we had a home run that tied this bad boy up. Tied up 4-4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Dizzy Dean, this is probably going to be his last inning of pitching, as he will be going to a C-rated pitcher because he's already at a B, and then he's only good for 6 innings, so that'll drop him to a C. So Goose Goslin stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to Goslin. He gets to swing away, and he hits it sharply to first. Collins fumbles it, is able to get it up, toss it to Dean, covering first for the 3-1 put out, but it was close as they got him by half a step as Goose Goslin was trying to leg it out, but not enough as Mickey Cochran strides to the plate. Here's the pitch to Cochran. He gets to swing away, and he hits it ground ball over the second base bag, but Frisch, ranging well, grabs it, fires it over to Ripper Collins at first for the 4-3 put out. And out number 2 as we now have Charlie Gehringer coming to the plate. Gehringer hoping to get something going. Rally caps are on, but to no avail as Gehringer hits one sharply to third base. Pepper Martin up with it over to first for the 5-3 put out. Martin's been getting a lot of action. So we now go to the 7th. And Chick Fullis stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to Fullis. He gets to swing away. Fullis hits one sharply to second. Gehringer up with it over to first for the 4-3 put out. And out number 1. That'll bring Leo DeRocher to the plate. Leo DeRocher, what a name. Kind of enjoy that name. He's 0 for 2 on the day. See if we can get something going here in the 7th. He gets to swing away that D8. will lift the ball into right field. Fox underneath it for the F8 putout. And out number 2. That'll bring our pitcher, Dizzy Dean, to the plate. But that's all for Dean today, as he's going to have a seat, bring in the pitch hitter. See if we can bring in a lefty. Let's bring in Bill Delancey, swinging from the left side of the plate. He will be a B-rated batter, as Bridges a C-rated batter. He can go 7 innings, unlike Dean's 6. And Delancey hits a sharp one to second. Gehringer plays it easily, though, for the 4-3 putout. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, and I need a new pitcher for the Cardinals. And that pitcher is going to be, let's see, I'll bring in Dazzy. Go from Dizzy to Dazzy. How's that sound? How often do you get to do that? Yeah, he's the best option I have. He's a B pitcher, but with A control. So he's coming in. Dazzy for Dizzy. As Rogell steps to the plate, Billy Rogell, switch hitter, not affected by the change of pitchers. Here is the pitch. So it goes to the batter card. Rogell lifts one into right field. Jack Rothrock underneath it for the F9 putout, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th as Hank Greenberg steps to the plate. What's Greenberg what has he done for the day? Oh, he just has struck out, but homered his last time up. So which will it be this time? Here is the pitch, and he will get to swing away. Greenberg, an A hitter. And that will be a single by Greenberg, who struck out but is homered and now singled. It's 2 for 3 on the day, so swinging the bat pretty well. It's Greenberg on first. Greenberg with B speed. Yeah, he's going to try to steal. Away he goes. And he gets it safely. Slides in well underneath the tag as he's on second with a stolen base, as Pete Fox steps to the plate. Here's a pitch from Dazzy Vance. As Fox swings away. That's C1. There's a line shot to first. That's going to, and Greenberg called off second. He fires off over to second. And they double up on the rare L, the 3-4 double play, and that'll end the inning. That as Kurt Berglund would say was a soul-crushing double play that ended that inning. And we go to the top of the 8th. Bridges will be coming out. He's done for the day. So Bridges coming out. And in for Bridges as bringing a right-hander for Bridges. Who to bring in? Who to bring in? Bring in Eldon Alker. Alker, an A-rated pitcher, good for 2 innings. A control, C defense. Here's the pitch from Alker. Pepper Martin. It's a defensive check on the pitcher who is a C8. He makes the play, up with it, over to first for the 1-3 put out. And out number 1 here in the top of the 8th as Jack Rothrock steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Rothrock. This time Rothrock gets to swing away, but he lifts a lazy fly ball into left field. Settling underneath it, Goose Goslin for out number 2 on the F7 put out. The top of the 8th is going quickly for the Cards as Frankie Frisch steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Frisch. And he will get to swing away. As it's hit sharply to first, Greenberg tosses it over to Alker as he's covering the bag for the 3-1 put out. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Dazzy Vance still on the mound. Again, Vance, a B pitcher with A control and A defense. Here is the pitch. Marv Owen gets to swing away, but he grounds it sharply to Frisch at second. Up with it over to first as Collins in the stretch for the 4-3 put out. And out number 1. Eldon Alker stepping to the plate. And we're going to see if we can bring somebody in to hit for him. We need the runs. Who to bring in? So we got a lefty. We don't. Look at that bench. All right-handed hitters. That is not helpful at all. Let's bring in G. Walker. Not only is his initial G, but his name is G. Walker comes in. It's Vance looking to sit Walker down. Walker's batting from the C column because he's a regular B. B4. That's a defensive check on the shortstop. Defensive check on Leo DeRocher. That's C2. He fields it easily over to first for the 6-3 put out and out number 2. And the 8th is going quickly as JoJo White steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to White. He gets to swing away. White swinging away. Again, hit to Frisch at second. The good fielding of Frisch. Over to Collins for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 9th. Tied up 4-4 here in Detroit. And we need another pitcher for Detroit. And we'll bring in Steve Larkin. Larkin is an A control, but poor defense. He has a D defense. But if you got good stuff and good control, it shouldn't matter. As Medwick steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Medwick. Medwick getting a swing away from his power column. As he is at A3, and he gets a double as it bounces off the wall in center field. So a leadoff double by Joe Medwick, and the Cardinals are in business here as Ripper Collins steps to the plate. So do I try to bunt here to get Medwick over to third? Yeah, let's try the bunt. Look at the red and the blue, the bunt. Defensive check on the pitcher. Who is a D, I believe we said. Yep. D9. He does make the play, but the sacrifice bunt is good as Medwick makes it over to third. He lays down the good bunt that moves Medwick over. And so we've got Medwick on third with only one out, and Spud Davis stepping to the plate. Here is the pitch. And Larkin strikes him out, sits him down. That'll solve any problem, a strikeout, as Chick Fullis steps to the plate. Yep. Don't have anybody on the bench that's going to help him any. Here is the pitch. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to pitch hit for Fullis. See if I got a outfielder I can bring in for him. And the batting from the left side of the plate. Let's bring in Ernie Orsatti. Orsatti will be hitting from the B instead of the D. So here's the pitch to Orsatti. No, he hits it. He hits it well. It's a fly ball into left field, and it would have been deep enough going to the warning track if it would only have been one out. With that F7, ends that rally, leaving Medwick on third. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Dazzy Vance still on the mound. I need a new center fielder. Or Sadia will be coming in. And we're at the bottom of the ninth. We're still tied up. I want to check Vance. Excuse me, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, he's going to go down to a C in this inning. So we're going to bring somebody in for him. Let's bring in Grimes. Would be Burley Grimes. And Grimes is a B pitcher. Here is the pitch. B7. Batter's column. Goslin on the C6. Lifts it into center field, but not very deep. As our Orsatti makes the play for it. For out number one here in the bottom of the ninth. And we're tied up 4-4. What a game, what a game. As Mickey Cochran steps to the plate. He'll be hitting from the B column. A control check. And he walks him. Gives Cochran the free pass. Puts a runner on. Cochran. As Gehringer looks to swing away. I'm not going to try to steal now. Don't want to risk that, even though I think he would probably be safe. But here is the pitch. At 12, he grounds it sharply to short. DeRozier up with it, flips it to Frisch. Frisch on the pivot over to first for the 6-4-3 put out. And we go to extra innings, folks. We're going to 10 as we're tied up 4-4 here. And we go to extra innings. We got bonus time here in this game as Leo DeRozier steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to DeRozier. And he strikes him out. Comes out bringing the heat. Sits down Leo DeRozier. And Burley Grimes coming to the plate. And I'm going to run out of pitchers. I think Grimes is just going to have to swing away. Here's the pitch to Grimes. He gets to swing away. And he grounds it to second for the 4-3 putout. 2 down. And Pepper Martin stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to Pepper. And he lifts one into left field. Goose Goslin underneath it for the F7 put out. The top of the 10th went quickly as Burley Grimes on the mound as Billy Rogell steps to the plate. Here's a pitch to Rogell. Fly ball, center field. or Soddy underneath it for the F8 put out, and out number 1, as runs are hard to come by and hits even more as Hank Greenberg steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Greenberg. That B3 is going to be a control check. What was his control again? I don't think it was great. D. That D5. And he walks him as Greenberg takes a free pass, finding himself on first base with 1 out. Greenberg. This time, I am going to risk the steal. Got to get something going. I don't want to be playing all night. Here we go. And he is safe. He's still second as Greenberg finds himself on second. Probably what I should have done in the top of the half, but I was not feeling it. Here it is, man in scoring position. Pete Fox coming to the plate. Here's the pitch to Fox. And he hits one deep enough to move Greenberg over. It's a fly ball into deep left field. It's so deep that Greenberg is able to tag up and move over, even hit the left field. So that sacrifice moves Greenberg into scoring position, but again, we're at 2 outs. Looks like a mirror of the last inning as Marv Owen steps to the plate. Owen with Grimes pitching will be a B column hitter. Here's the pitch, and he strikes him out, and we're going to the 11th. Their score still 4-4 here in Detroit. What a game, what a game. Steve Larkin still on the plate, on the rubber. Here's a pitch from Larkin to Rothrock, and he strikes him out. These relief pitchers are getting it done, as we haven't had a run come across since the 6th. That'll bring Frankie Frisch back to the plate. Here's the pitch to Frankie. Strikes him out. Those ones coming up. He goes down swinging. They're hacking away. And that'll bring Joe Medwick back to the plate. Here's a pitch to Medwick. This time, Medwick gets to hit from his power column, which is an A, at A7, and he hits another double. I believe that's his second. Take a look at that. Yep, he doubled his last time up. So he's in scoring position, but we have 2 outs. Can they get a runner across as Ripper Collins steps to the plate? Collins an A hitter, but can he get the dice roll? And he does not. But it will go to the control of Larkin, which is an A7 in control. That's another strikeout as he strikes out another. And we go to the bottom of the 11th. We're still tied 4-4. I got to go to bed. Larkin stepping to the plate, and we are going to pitch hit for Larkin. Even though he's pitching well, I need hitters. Let's see, who do I want? Let's go Frank Dojak. As he comes in for the pitcher. Swing away here in the bottom of the 11th. What can he get done? He is a B hitter. No, he's not. He's a D hitter. Oh my goodness, what was I doing? Oh well, here we go. He does have power though. But that D3 will just be a ground ball to third. That 3 would have got anybody out, so it wouldn't have mattered. 5-3 put out. That'll bring up JoJo White. JoJo. Here's the pitch. It's a batter card. JoJo, a B9. That'll be a single. JoJo White on. White at A speed. He will be looking to steal. And he is safe as he steals second base. I think that's something that needs to be addressed in this game. I think the stealing is a little easy for the A-rated runners. They were able to get on base from anything from a 3 to a 12. There's only 2 chances that they're going to be out going from first to second. So that brings up Goose Goslin with White in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Goslin. And he hits it sharply. Goslin, who's a B hitter, hits it sharply to second. If White would have been on first, it would have been a double play, but can't do that now. The 4-3 put out will move White over to third with Mickey Cochran coming up, and a winning run on third. Can Cochran come through as he's an A hitter, or will Grimes pitching do him in? And it looks like we have our winning hit. That's going to go to the batter's column. Cochran is an A batter. An A9 is a single plus, and that is going to be our ball game as Mickey Cochran brings across JoJo White here in the bottom of the 11th, as the Detroit Tigers, homestanding Tigers, come back to win this game 5-4 after trailing 3-0 after the first inning. And that's going to be our game. I would give you a lot of more commentary, but it's late. It's almost midnight. And that is our game. What an exciting game. Really love Pocket Pennant run. It's been a really enjoyable game for me to play, and really enjoying the great help you get from the customer service there. I was just going over an issue today with Craig, who is one of the developers, and he was so attentive, responded quickly, and resolved the issue, which was a minor one. And they just he just did a great job. I can't speak more highly of what they're doing there in the game that they've created. Does it need some tweaks? Yeah, but all of them do. Every cards and dice game I've played, there can be tweaks, homebrews, whatever you want to call them. But I enjoy this game. I hope you enjoyed it. if you come along later to watch this game. Soli Deo Gloria. Have a great day tomorrow. And pray for us. I'm a man of prayer, but again, me and my wife have been exposed to COVID. She's tested positive. I didn't test for it, but I imagine I probably have it. But we both seem to be doing pretty well. And we're getting ready to prepare for a winter storm to hit here in North Carolina. And if you know anything about the South, we're not really prepared for it. So I hope keep us in your prayers. God bless. Soli